Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my nail polish favorites for the month of June. I do have quite a few favorites. I was really able to wear a lot of polishes in June because I'm out of school, so I had a little bit more time on my hands. I have a polish that was actually going to be like a not so favorite this month, but I ended up finding a way to use it that turned it into an actual favorite. So let me go ahead and talk about that one first. The polish that I'm talking about is from Fun Lacquer. I forget the name of the polish because I actually lost the sticker on the back. I tried like searching my receipts on my email from the order, and I just can't find the name of this polish. And I know I purchased one of the ones that was in collaboration with Simply Nailogical, and I believe this is one of them. And I want to say I got because there's like different like levels of like sparkle that you can get, or like hollow that you can get with some of these polishes, and I believe this was like the one that was the most intense like glitter in here. I'm gonna try and get a close-up of this polish, but it is extremely holographic. It is really stunning in the bottle. The problem is that it does have a clear base, so it doesn't quite show up like this on your nails. So when I first did a manicure with this polish, I did 3 coats of this on its own, and while it did build up for the most part, there were some nails that still had some pretty bad patches on it, and I had to do a lot of manipulation with this. And my manicures end up coming out really, really thick, which one of the biggest pet peeves that I have is when I do a manicure and I end up with like a really like thick, chunky manicure. Even though I didn't do any nail art on my manicure, it still took me the same amount of time as if I would have done some type of like advanced nail stamping, because I had to wait so long for each coat to dry. So then the second time I did this manicure, I decided to find a nail polish that was the same like color and use it as a colored base. This is from Essie and it's called Flowerista. So I applied just one very thin coat of this underneath just to kind of give it a little bit of a colored base. So then on top of Flowerista, I did 2 coats of this, and this is what I ended up getting. I didn't have any problems with it after I did just 2 coats of it. I didn't really have to worry about bald spots. Even though I had 3 coats, I don't feel like I have as thick as a manicure the first time I did when I just had 3 coats of this glitter. So I did 1 coat of Flowerista and 2 coats of whatever this Fun Lacquer polish is called. Like I said, I believe it's the one that was in collaboration with Simply Nailogical. I'm really, really loving this manicure, so that's why I decided to include it as an actual favorite for this month. So let's move on to the other polishes that have been my favorites in the month of June. I went back to some kind of old school nail polishes, and then I have one in here that's a newer polish. I had pulled this out at the beginning of the month because I was still feeling that kind of like spring showers type of vibe. It was raining a lot in Maryland at the beginning of June, and so I pulled out China Glaze's Pearl Jamming. I want to say this nail polish is now like a cult favorite, but is a beautiful blue polish with this pearl shift in there. So there's this lovely gold pearl shift. It does take a little bit to build up. I would say this is a 3-coater. It does have a very, very thin formula, so you can easily get away with 3 or 4 coats of this polish, and it's not really going to end up as a thick manicure. And I just love the end results. I don't have any pictures. A lot of these manicures I didn't end up taking pictures. It is a stunning nail polish to wear pretty much any time, but I especially love pulling this one out in the springtime. So the next polish that I pulled out from China Glaze, I actually pulled this out for the first week of summer. This is China Glaze's Treble Maker. This is also a very popular polish. It came out a few years ago, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, for their summer collection. It was called like the Something Vibes collection. A lot of people were talking about this polish because this is a beautiful neon green polish that doesn't require a white base. I still prefer doing 3 coats with this polish, but I think you can get away with just doing 2 coats, but I still like the way this looks with just 3 coats. Again, the formula isn't so thick that you're gonna end up with a really chunky manicure. But if you have not checked out this polish, this is a neon polish that I highly recommend. That entire collection that came out that year with China Glaze had some beautiful polishes. I want to say Ready to Rave was in that one, which I haven't pulled out yet. And the reason I didn't pull out Ready to Rave is because I pulled out this polish from Zoya that kind of reminds me of Ready to Rave. So Ready to Rave was like a reddish orangish polish. Sorry, I have some like cat hair here. So I was originally going to pull out Ready to Rave, but then I saw this one from Zoya, and this is a pixie dust. This is called Destiny. And the reason why I love this polish is because it has this orange shimmer throughout the polish, and that is actually the texture. So it is a gorgeous, like I said, orange red polish with a gold shimmer that is actually the texture. So if you don't know, Zoya's pixie dust are like the textured polishes, and I love pulling this one out. If you want to top it off with like a gold holographic glitter topper, I'm trying to remember the name. I always forget the name of the China Glaze like gold holographic glitter topper. It's the gold version of Fairy Dust. I can never remember the name of it. But 90 Lacquer also has like a gold holographic glitter topper, and I've talked about it before how I love wearing holographic glitter toppers on top of textured polishes. If I kind of want to remove a little bit of that texture, it's still going to dry down slightly textured because pixie dusts are very, very textured polishes. This was definitely one of my favorites this month. Like I said, I almost pulled out Ready to Rave. I didn't wear that one yet. I'm probably going to pull it in next month, but if you like textured polishes, I highly recommend any Zoya pixie dust, but Destiny was definitely my favorite this month. So the next polish that I pulled in is a newer polish to my collection, and this is from Glitter Daze. I recently did a swatch and review on the entire Glitter Daze Space Candy collection, which is actually still available on their website, even though this collection came out a while ago. And this is the one that kind of I ended up being drawn to at the end of doing that swatch and review. And this is called Melted Sugar Rays. And I talked about in the video how at first I didn't really think that this was a polish that I was going to gravitate towards because it doesn't look like much in the bottle. It just looks like a pretty peachy pink polish in the bottle. This is like a pastel neon, so it does have a white base to it. But when I put this on my nail, that neon really did pop. So for some reason, it's like it transforms when it goes on your nails, especially if you have a tan. I think this is a polish that's really gonna pop on tan skin. And the formula of these, it's just so good. Fully opaque in 2 coats. I just think the formula of Glitter Daze is divine. But this one ended up being my favorite out of the entire collection. So then I pulled out a polish from 90 Lacquer because a lot of those colors reminded me of the colors in the 90 Lacquer Smoothie Bar collection. And so I pulled this one out. This is Blueberry Acai. I was gonna pull out like the corally one in the collection. I was gonna pull out the green or the yellow one, but I really wanted to pull out a blue, and I don't regret it. I love this on my nails. It looks like just like a standard kind of like baby, like somewhere in between like a baby blue and a robin's egg blue, but it really does pop on your nails once you get it on. Lovely formula, 2 to 3 coats to be fully opaque. It's just such a good collection. And I love how she expanded it. Like she created a trio to expand the collection from the like original Smoothie Barb collection. And it was just one of those collections that I just think is so unique, and the formula is so good that I love pulling those polishes in. I love talking about them. Highly recommend it if you haven't picked up anything from 90 Lacquer, but follow her on Instagram because she does do sales every so often. And if you're thinking about picking up a few polishes, you know, why not get it while there's a sale going on. So the last polish I want to talk about, I wore this several times this month because it just has such a lovely formula. It dries down so quickly that I'm able to get like a full manicure in like half the time of most of these polishes that I showed you guys today here. This is from KBShimmer and it's called Churning Pointe. This is a beautiful baby pink polish that is just jam-packed with holographic glitter. I want you guys to see that beautiful hollow goodness. This only takes me 2 coats to get fully opaque. I never have an issue with this polish because it does have a colored base. It does build up a lot quicker than your traditional like a glitter bomb on your nails. It's just lovely. I love the KBShimmer formula. I feature a lot of their polishes in my nail polish favorites because she just has such a great formula. So yeah, that is it. Those are all of my nail polish favorites for the month of June. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give me a thumbs up if you do. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I'm currently posting 3 times a week on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And on Sundays, I like to post a plan with me. So hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.